This character is cracked. Is exactly what I would say if she was cracked. So what I said, this character is absolutely cracked. Alright lads, so for today's video, we're going to be finishing up the 3 new character reviews. Yesterday we did do Shinji, and then the day before that we did do Love. I recommend you lads check out those reviews if you want to know my opinion on those particular characters and where they do shine in this game. Bleach, brave souls. But for today's video, we have a Lisa character review. The HOLLOWFIED version of Lisa. A very, very good character. When I got my hands on her earlier yesterday, I was absolutely shocked with the gameplay performance. She is a very, very good character, and we're going to be highlighting that in today's video. So in the comments below, as always, let me know how you feel about this particular character. Do you have her? How do you like her? I'm curious to know, and let me know in the comments below. So with that said, let's jump into the review showcasing the brand new HOLLOWFIED version of Lisa. So Lisa is a Mind Sniper / Hollow with the Quincy kill ability, and she does come with a 12% strong attack recharge soul traits. Looking at the skills she does have, firstly she comes with a team party buff for every Mind character in the game, increasing their strong attack damage by 20%. Very, very powerful. She has a 40% Berserker, 20% Bruiser, 5-second Debilitator, 40% Devastation, Frenzy +1, Havoc +20%, an increased chance to inflict a status ailment against any hurt enemy, and also the status ailment Spiritual Pressure boost +80%. So by even looking into the innate skills that she does have, all these skills here are focused on increasing her damage output by quite a lot, increasing your team's damage output, and also having some good utility with the status ailment Spiritual Pressure boost. And then you have a look at innate skills. She does come with Sprinter +1, Guard Break, and also even more damage, as when you do inflict Lacerate, you will be doing 40% more damage to those enemies. And the crazy thing is that all of her attacks do come with Lacerate and paralysis on everything. So this is just absolutely crazy just from the get-go. Looking at the skills and the strong attacks combined, this makes her literally one of the best characters in the game. So how does she perform in actual game modes? Let's talk about it. As always, the first one to talk about is going to be Guild Quest. Now, funny enough, within this Enderman banner, we did get 2 characters that basically both fulfill the same role in terms of Guild Quest. Love can be used in Guild Quest round 13, and so can this Lisa. Now, Lisa is going to be the better of the 2 characters because she does do significantly more damage, and the fact that she can inflict Lacerate and Paralysis is going to be a really good combo for just, you know, keeping your 2 side lanes alive. So Lisa, as it stands right now, is going to be your best lead for the Quincy Stern Rated Human Squad 0 Killer Guild Quest, aka round 13. With the damage output that she does have, she is by far going to be the best option. Get her to T15, give her the additional weakened defense bonus ability, and she's going to be a very powerful lead, especially if you do have 2 good supports, such as, you know, the free-to-play Tatsuki that you can get from Senkamon, and also the recently released Karakura Geo. Geo is going to be your main DPS when it comes to non-attack damage. Tatsuki is going to be your booster, and at the same time do a lot of damage herself, and then Lisa is just going to be a very hard-hitting SP character that is just going to make you clear waves significantly faster. So as it stands right now for Guild Quest, she's literally the best option in the week she can be used, so that's definitely a good thing about her. And if you are struggling for this particular Guild Quest week, getting someone like this Lisa on your account is going to be a massive upgrade if you do want to tackle this Guild Quest on the hard difficulty. So the Guild Quest, really, really good, but she can only be used in one type of Guild Quest, but at least the one type of Guild Quest she can be used in is where she absolutely dominates in. In Epic Raids, again, once more, she's going to be a very solid character. Since all her attacks are mini-collision and they do have a really high damage output, she's pretty much guaranteed to be a really good bonus character in the future. But that's the problem. Just like Shinji and just like Love, right now, because we do have a returning Epic Raid for the month of June, she currently is not a bonus character, but because she is premium, she is going to come back sometime soon. And when she does, she will be a bonus character in that Epic Raid. And when she is going to be pretty much one of the better characters to use because her damage output, she is literally the hardest hitting character in the game. So if 6 Lisas in your team, it's going to be a good time, right? You're going to be just doing a lot of damage, clearing very quickly. And at the same time too, if you are not bringing Lisa and you're bringing another Mind character, and you have a Lisa in your team, well, she's buffing your strong attack damage by 20%. So even when you're not even using her, she's going to be helping you out because she's increasing everyone's strong attack damage by 20% as long as you are a Mind character. And if you're playing Epic Raids, you're only going to be with Mind characters. So Epic Raids, again, once more, very, very good character. She just needs to be a bonus sometime in the future. When she is, It's going to be amazing. Hopefully for an Awakened Epic Raid, because that means we can clear even quicker. In the Arena game mode, she's going to be a good character to use here. Not the most amazing one since she wasn't designed for this particular game mode. She does lack some of the skills that would make you more ideal in this particular game mode, such as a read X dodge, having dodges yourself, or last ditch, or having something like long stride, for example. She does lack those 4 important skills, and that makes her not a big threat to go against. And if you are using yourself, she's good enough to be used because her damage output is actually really good, and sometimes you will find yourself going against Quincy's, especially sometime in the future as we do get more Quincy's and Stern Ritters. It will make it a lot more usable in Arena for the most part when, you know, there's a Quincy dominant meta potentially sometime in the future. But as it stands right now, she's just a good enough character to be used in Arena. You can definitely make her work, but again, she's lacking some things that make some of the other Arena characters more OP, and that's perfectly fine. She absolutely dominates in PvE, so you can kind of forgive her for not being the most broken Arena character, because she wasn't designed for it, so it's perfectly fine. So with that said, let's talk about PvE, and this mainly includes Inheritance Trials, Inheritance Zone, Droplet Zone, any quest you put her against that is, you know, PvE based. And she is the best main character, without a doubt. Now, when I was going into this video, I was like, surely she isn't going to be better than Daddy Ichigo, for example, or someone like the most recent Shunsui Shinji, but oh my days, she is an amazing character. So as it stands right now, the only bad thing you can say about this particular Lisa is the killer effect, the Quincy killer, right? It's not that useful. Very rarely are you going to be going against Quincy enemies, but having said that, it literally doesn't matter because the way they have designed her. Because of her damage output being so high, literally the hardest hitting character in the game, and the fact that you have an increased chance inflicted a status augment against any enemy regardless of killer, and the fact that you're increasing your mind character's strong attack damage if they are in your team by 20%, it literally makes her usable anywhere you want to. She doesn't care about killer. She doesn't have to care about killer, right? She's never going to have killer for the most part. So the killer is regardless right now. And any content you put her against, IT, IZ, she is going to be doing so much damage. In IZ, she's basically one-shotting. In Inheritance Trials, she's basically hitting as if she did have killer. And it's kind of scary to think that if she did have killer, it would have been even more insane. But the fact that they've designed her to technically be used in any Inheritance Trials is actually a really cool thing, because Dookie, man, she also does have 2 status augments, that being Paralysis and also Lacerate. And it's really good because right now, for example, the enemies are immune to paralysis. And as a character that can hypothetically be used in any IT, regardless of killer, the fact that she has 2 status augments means that she's always going to be able to inflict status augments, because right now, the enemies are immune to paralysis, but guess what? You can inflict Lacerate. So you can always do your job, and at the same time, again, once more, you're increasing your team's damage by 20%, you're inflicting a status augment so often that even your teammates can now do more damage, and the damage output that she does have is really, really insane. Again, the only bad thing you can say about this character is the fact that she doesn't have the most ideal killer, but the way they've set her up, she's basically been designed that she doesn't ever need killer, and she's always going to be insane wherever you put her against. And the strong attacks that she does have, again, come out very quick. They have some good range too. SA1 is a short beam in front of her with a 1200 by 1200 distance. The SA2 is kind of a vacuum vortex. Now, normally that SA2, I do like it on an SA1. I'm not really the biggest fan of it as an SA2, but in Lisa's case, the gameplay is just very smooth, and it does, you know, doesn't lock her in place for the most part, so it's actually really good. And again, the SA3 comes out quick too, and when you're doing so much damage and you're constantly inflicting status augments, you really can't complain about a character like this. If you really want to nitpick, the only thing she does lack is, you know, added survivability, for example. She doesn't have a way to heal herself, she doesn't have any status immunities, but honestly, with the amount of damage she's doing and the amount of support she's applying to the team, it's just good enough that, you know, if you need a healer or if you need support staying at full stamina, bring someone that can have a shield or heal you, for example, and she'll be just fine. And the fact that, again, she's a premium character is one of the best things about this character. She is going to be available very regularly sometime in the future, and she's going to be a character that you want to get your hands on. So overall, if it wasn't already clear, this is the new best main character in the game. Everything she does is just amazing, and it's kind of crazy to think about, because surely we're going to be getting a new main character for the anniversary, right? Mine still needs new OP characters, and while this Lisa is a great addition to the attribute, there's still more to be done, for example. And I don't know how they're going to top this. Well, they can easily top it by giving them better strong attacks and better survivability, for example, but in terms of utility and damage output, this Lisa is already insane. So if we somehow get a character better than this in the mind attribute within the next 2 months, that's going to be kind of crazy to think about. So with that said, lads, that was the video for today, reviewing the brand new HOLLOWFIED version of Lisa. She's honestly almost a perfect character. In terms of visuals, though, I will say I'm not the biggest fan. I feel like they definitely could have done a better job with her, especially on that sub animation. But other than that, like, she's amazing. She's a very, very good character. And again, in the comments below, let me know what you lads think about her too. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you lads next time. Peace.